It's over there. So we can skip the exploring and just get there fast. I really don't remember which planet were like planetary systems were most valuable, so. Although we could make a stops if there's like a planetary systems on our way. Very low yield minerals. There's a lot of those, but they are like not that valuable. Although if we are going there like a fast, going home back fast to refit, so I suppose we can take these low valuable items with us. Yeah, they are filling our cargo hold pretty fast. Luckily, you can dump the minerals. Actually, funny thing, Elite Dangerous had that same feature that you can actually dump minerals you don't like. And no, we don't have a faster drive yet, so we need to like fly in this strawberry space, like in Star Trek. Okay, this is a big one. I suppose every species has some place which has a large star, and Melnome traders are nearby. We could actually buy a new upgrade. This is kind of that's okay minerals. Let's check out. Let's go and scan these. That's well, it's actually blue, dark blue, so more valuable than the gray. That's a light blue, but otherwise they are dark blue. Okay, nothing too interesting. That might be a pretty hot place. Funny thing how the Star Control 2 actually managed to prophesize that there's lots of odd planets in the space. Okay, Urea world. Let's not land there. There's a bit slightly hardcore place. I'm going to take these because it's basically there to be taken. No threats. And these are better than the grey ones, so more valuable at least. And it basically doesn't matter what you pick, but there's limits of your cargo space. Let's check the green melon-like gas planet and off we go. That's very poor. The starbase would tell you that they are screaming for help, so... Oh no!
What? A human in a precursor service vehicle? How did you escape the slave shield, human?
Back door.
Or are you a rogue? Although you consider us the enemy, these conclusions are flawed. We are your salvation. We bring you peace.
Right.
A peace built upon our social framework, imposed upon your planet, a new world order in which your prosperity and security are assured by the Ur-Quan. We will protect you from the hazards of this hostile universe, from dangers so hideous your simple minds cannot imagine their dark scope. Today, we are the enemy. In time, this will change. Soon, you will come to understand the boon of slavery we force upon you, and then you will revere and even love us for this gift.
Okay. Ouch. Yep. They are bad. Oh damn. Earthling Cruiser has a very bad chances to... they can actually use their plasma weapon as a missile defense. That wasn't good. And there are three of those dreadnoughts. Ouch. Han Solo. Oh no. Ouch. They are not launching fighters. Suppose because I have a point defense. Kirk. Didn't last long. Ouch. That was close. Okay, fighters do not crash with the planet. Okay, two hits. Ouch! We are not dead yet. Nice. Lord 66. Interesting. Okay, so that was a dreadful business. Now we know. Audit World. Don't mind if I do. Ouch. One gold.
It is the alien from the Changester's Alliance.
Just look at those weapon pods on his ship.
We hope that during this visit, we can make clear to your species the benefits of a mutual assistance pact.
But we're also armed to the teeth, so don't try stealing our atmosphere or anything sneaky like that.
No, we have nothing new to report.
Nope, not a thing.
How wonderful! We accept!
That was easy.
Hey!
How marvelous!
Yeehaw!
Captain, we are delighted that your people have made this choice.
Now we won't get slaughtered.
In exchange for our cooperation helping you with captains and ship designs, all that we ask for is your protection.
So we don't get slaughtered.
Yeah.
We shall begin fulfilling our commitment at once. We will transport officers and our Stinger design to your base immediately.
That's nice.
Why, heck! Maybe I'll even make the trip to your planet. I'd make a good starship captain. Captain, I'm pretty darn mean in a fight, and there ain't nobody better than me with a thrusting stinger tongue attack.
Okay.
We had a close call last week,
One of those black ships was snooping around the system.
but before it got to our world, some of the green ships warped in, destroyed the black vessel, and then left immediately.
We got lucky.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Just ask away.
Can we ask about those probes?
Not much, to tell the truth.
This space exploration stuff is kind of new to us,
Besides the green alien ships
which have only tried to kill us,
and the black alien ships,
which have actually been quite successful at killing us.
the only other starships we have encountered are strange tumbling red probes.
Yeah, those
which
ones.
profess to be on a peaceful mission.
But then attack like slavering Zabrankies.
We believe that the probes are actually robotic scouts which have suffered some kind of malfunction resulting in their aberrant behavior.
And what's worse, they are multiple.
One Newman devices.
Yes, that's true. The probes seem to be replicating at a geometric rate.
Hey! That means if there was only one last week, then next month... wait a minute. Let me calculate. That means next month there'll be a whole mess of those things.
Yep.
By backtracing the probe's course path, we have been able to calculate that the source of the probes is somewhere on a direct line that includes our star and Epsilon Muscae.
Go get 'em, Captain.
Epsilon Muscae.
Nope.
Not a word.
Our past? Quite a broad topic for this short conversation, but we'll share a key piece of our history with you.
After we killed off the last Zabranki, we faced an interesting question.
Should we proceed and establish a culture which would advance in art, technology, and social sophistication?
Or should we just go back into the forest and kick back and enjoy ourselves, knowing that a Zabranki wasn't going to jump out of the bush and eat us?
Well, we did go back into the forest. We stayed there for about 5,000 years and had a great time.
Okay.
Then, one stormy day, a Zoc, a Fox, and a Pig were walking up a steep path looking for something good to eat when a bolt of lightning struck nearby. With a huge flash of light, the bolt of energy carved a strangely shaped chunk of granite out of a cliff.
It was a disc with a hole in the middle. As the rock began to roll down the hill toward the three terrified beings, some dry grass got caught in its hole. And since the rock was still hot, the grass caught on fire.
When the rock finally got to the dock, the foot, and the pit, they simultaneously discovered the wheel, fire, and religion. Thus
Oh, that's nice.
catapulting them on the road of progress.
Which has led us to this day, Captain. Oh, how did the flaming wheel give religion to our culture, you ask?
I will explain. You see, when it got to the threesome, the flaming wheel was going at a pretty good clip, and it ran smack into this rock, killing him.
The Fot and the Pit felt so bad. They really liked that Zoc. That they decided the Zoc hadn't really died when the wheel flattened him. He had just gone to a better place.
Presumably one without lethal flaming wheels.
Okay.
Anything else? Goodbye, Captain.
See ya!
Okay, so now we need to escape or kill several Ur-Quan vessels with the one ship, basically. I'm not counting those Kong ships to be effective in a fight. They are good in last boss fight, but they are not good in anything else. Surprisingly. Okay, so escape vector. We are really deep. We are very deep. A bit more. Oh no. So full manual. Yeah, now we are in the thick of it. Original version, they vanished when we crossed the. Okay, so we are definitely slightly faster than they. Oh no, that's a border patrol. There are planets in the Goldilocks zone. Is that red or orange? I think it's red. Beetlejuice. Treasure world. Oh, nice. This must be like some kind of special place. Primordial world. Okay, there's some life, but not great. Not great place at all. Way too good, bad weather, so. Acid world. Suppose everyone is on acid there. Oh, what's that? I totally forget that this is here.
Attention, unidentified space vessel.
Blue girls.
Be warned. This slave world and its inhabitants belong to the Ur-Quan. I am Starbase Commander Talana of the slave planet Gaia. Your ship is not responding to standard hierarchy identification sequences. You are therefore classed as independent. And what? Is my monitor display correct? Is that a human commanding that vessel? Who are you?
Yeah, ethics. Please justify that costume immediately. I'm the right one for you, baby. I'm Captain Selnik of the Galaxy Indicator.
Hello, Captain. But you haven't answered my question fully. Why are you here? Where are you from? Has the slave shield been lifted from Earth? Are the Ur-Quan finally defeated?
Not exactly.
Simply put, Captain, what do you want from us?
We have come here to free you from slavery to the Ur-Quan.
Look, friend, I appreciate your offer, but we don't want your help. Why? I'll tell you why. Because we're not going to do anything to antagonize the Ur-Quan. That's why. We may not like slavery, but it's a damn sight better than our alternatives. Below us, we have a beautiful world. Maybe it's not Syra, but at least it's a home. That's a lot more than we ever had before the war, before the Ur-Quan became our masters. When the Ur-Quan conquered us over 20 years ago, I was only a young girl living in Habitat 31. My older sister Diani was a starship officer in the Space Patrol. She was part of the final defense of Reiche. She didn't make it back. When the Ur-Quan caught us in open space, we all thought we were going to die. But then, instead of killing us, the Ur-Quan offered us a choice. We could join the ranks of their combat thralls, or we could be slave-shielded in our homeworld. Like the people of Earth, we chose peace. We became fallow slaves. When the Ur-Quan told us to return to our homeworld, we explained that we had none. Ur-Quan Master 9 explained that they had encountered this situation before, and if we would provide them with a list of our requirements, they would use their extensive astronomical data stores to find a planet for us. So we told them about Syra, about the color of its sky, about the abundant life forms, about the fertility of the soil and seas. Less than an hour later, we received a terse message from Master 9. We were to proceed to these coordinates and disembark. This was to be our new home. But our new world, Gaia, was everything we described. We've been searching for a home planet for 75 years, and in the end, it was our enemies who gave one to us.
Okay, I kind of understand the problem
I grew
here.
up on a small island off the main continent, and like all of my people, we lived each day under the sick, red glow of the slave shield. When the Ur-Quan arrived 7 years ago to refurbish and recruit the Starbase, I was selected as the new commander. When we first met your people, We've been wandering through the stars for almost 75 years, ever since the death of Syra, our home planet. We joined your alliance, and I use the word join loosely, because we had no other choice. The Vox were raiding our slow habitat columns, and we had nowhere else to go. We fought for survival, Captain, nothing more. When your people on Earth were defeated, the Alliance just plain fell apart. The Yehat and Shofixi retreated to their native stars and didn't want us to follow. The Ariru, those creepy little weasels, just plain bugged out, vanished, leaving us alone with nowhere to go, smack in the path of the oncoming Ur-Quan Armada. What were we supposed to do? Fight? 2/3 of our habitat fleet was unarmed. Many aren't even superluminal. We were going to be annihilated if we resisted, and we knew it. When the Ur-Quan surrounded us and started giving orders that all ended with, "or die," we took them at face value. We obeyed. In exchange, they gave us Gaia, the planet below. It's a beautiful world, Captain. I wish I could show it to you. So don't misunderstand me. We love our freedom as much as anybody else, but we've got a good life here, and we don't want to lose it. Our species are almost identical, almost too close a match to be just a coincidence. Our bodies are very similar, Captain.
Uh-huh.
Except for certain parts. Our cultural development is also mostly parallel. Like you Earthlings, we evolved a society from primitive tribes whose main function were to protect themselves from the large reptiles native to our old world. The main difference between our two sets of cultures, the split in the paths of our development, occurred in what would have been your prehistory, say 5000 BCE. In your world, the agricultural communities were conquered by the more primitive, but also more aggressive migratory herding peoples. This led to a particular kind of sexual and political dominance structure which pervaded almost all of your Earth cultures until the early 21st century. On Syra, our only primitive migratory tribes were confined to our mountainous regions. Their herd beasts, the Waima, did not do well in the agricultural basins and plains. The two cultures were isolated until much later, when the technological superiority of the farmers curtailed any major conflict. It was our paradise, Captain, our Eden. Earth is the only world we know of whose variety and richness of life even comes close to Syra. Again, like so many other things about our two species, our worlds were very much the same. At least before you began encasing yours in concrete and plastic.
Yeah, well, accidents
Syra's
happen.
gravity was a bit lighter than Earth's, and its day was 50% longer.
Okay.
Our diurnal cycle is therefore different from yours. We spend 20 hours awake, followed by 10 hours horizontal. This subject is very difficult for us, Captain, but I will try to recount those sad days. Like your solar system, ours had a large population of comets and asteroids. Large meteor impacts, though rare, were not unheard of on our planet. So it was not a total shock when an asteroid penetrated our atmosphere and hit the surface. What was odd was that unlike most other meteors, this one was not pulverized on impact. It penetrated the crust, and indeed went all the way through to the mantle, causing
Pretty deep.
a supervolcano.
Okay.
The earthquakes caused by the impact were severe. The magma pumped out of the caldera wreaked significant damage on the nearby terrain, but within a few weeks it had cooled, forming a solid rock bandage over the wound. Within a few months, we had cleaned up the mess. The caldera was calming down nicely, and things were pretty much back to normal. Then, just over a year after the impact, all hell broke loose on the surface of Syra. Huge calderas were opening all over, not just around the meteor impact, but everywhere. The scope of the disaster is impossible to imagine. Entire cities sliding into oceans of molten lava, kilometer-wide sections of land pulverized by a cataclysmic explosion, and clouds of poison gas and superheated steam created a death shroud around Syra. Like I said before, Captain, we would like to help, but we are unwilling to risk losing Gaia. Unless you can find a much more compelling reason for us to get involved, you're on your own.
Okay. A bit of cold shoulder here. That starbase looks so much Star Trek. Alright, so Kunka are going. I suppose there should be like we have enough fuel, but we don't have like too much of crew left. Also, we kind of need those, and we need the MTR tank. So that's a long trip. I don't think we have a choice here, and we need more fighting ships. Also, we should find the Skylander homeworld. Home sweet home. Also, there's an option in Ur-Quan Masters that these do rotate planets.
I'm at your disposal, Captain. Before we go on, I have something important to tell you. Captain, a delegation of Spathi has just arrived here under orders from their High Council to form an alliance and assist you against the hierarchy. They have provided fabricator blueprint data for their eluder spacecraft and promise a steady supply of captains for as many ships as we build. Excellent work, Captain. Also, it would appear your diplomatic efforts have struck gold, Captain. We've been contacted by a race called the Zok-Fat-Pik, who wish to fulfill their part of the unification, something you have arranged with them, I gather. They have sent us specifications for the Stinger-class attack vessels, as well as a large number of Zok-Fat-Pik commanding officers. You're doing a fine job, Captain. Also, We've detected a minute but measurable disturbance in the inner space fabric at approximate true space coordinate 100 by 50. Our scientists speculate that this disturbance may be caused by many thousands of hyperwarp penetrations, all in phase, as though a huge fleet of ships were on the move. Also, in the log of your voyage from Unserwald, I read that you encountered a tumbling red probe that attacked the Tober moon, killing Captain Burton.
Yep.
Over
Before the
past few
game
months,
started.
we have monitored an increasing number of these probes entering the system, and I'm afraid their population seems to be growing geometrically. If this continues, in a year, space will be crawling with these things. I recommend you treat this as a serious problem now, before it becomes a disaster. Discover who is producing these probes and stop them from creating any more. Wow, you really hit the mother load this time.
Yep.
Return soon, Captain.
Okay, so we can get like a more. Can get more ships. At least these ships, and we can do a stinger, but it's not that great really. I can fight with these, so. Alright. Outfit starship. Okay, so we don't have yet double fuel tanks. So this is what we are going to do. Fuel is very expensive, so melrooms are actually very good place to fuel in this game. Yeah, they are moving. We can get them. So search Alpha Musque. Our Alpha 2 Cain and Alpha Musque. The probes are originating somewhere on this line.